Hello, how are you? Hello, let me see some thumbs up. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know that you're present with me. Got a message for you tonight. We're creating an incredible movement. Yet people are talking about it not only all over the country, but all around the world. People are signing up by the hundreds, and I'm excited to share some time with you this evening. And I tell you, the top, I think this the city, the top. Let me see. Seven is my lucky number. I don't know if I want to travel to seven cities. I don't travel much anymore. Let me think about this. I just got in from Smoky Mountain, Tennessee, and so I had an incredible, restful time with my daughter Ona. But I've got a message for you, and we are launching this. We have launched this movement of 1,000 millionaires, and I'm looking for people who have been influenced and impacted by the work that I've been doing since I've been in this space. And this is about getting people involved in the CBD space that in a very short time would be a multi-billion-dollar industry. And everyday people have a chance to participate and get involved. And so I got my children involved, my grandchildren involved, and one of the things I strongly believe that this is the era of the entrepreneur. And so in order to make it today, you want to create strategic partnerships with people that are hungry, people who want more, people who have influence and credibility, and people that can help you go to the next level. And so I'm excited about working with and coaching you up close and personal. We're going to be doing some things. My goal is to help you finish 2019 strong and get a jump start on 2020. And so I want you to like this page and share it, like it and share it, like it and share it. And so let me, for those of you that are not aware, and for those of you who are aware, I want to thank all of you, the hundreds of you that have responded. Thank you so much for responding. And for those of you that are outside of the country, that when you respond, we have five-star builders, Facebook, and we have our own Facebook community. And so we will give you instructions of all the things that we need you to do to participate. But our prayers go out to people in the Bahamas and all the areas that have been impacted by Dorian. One of the things about life is just unpredictable. You just don't know what's going to happen next. That's why it's very important during this era where we are that you be involved in a process that allows you to be able to create wealth. And the CBD space is a place where the average everyday person can participate. And the way that I'm doing it, which is different than Joe Blow, okay? The way that I'm doing it with my children, and I'm making it available to you. I see you as my family. So if you've heard my voice and you've been following me for years, as people tell me, I've been following you since I was a little kid. Well, let me share something with you. The reason that my message resonates with you is because that's who you are. You have a passion for helping people. And you know in your heart of hearts that you can do more. The message I bring, it is common sense, but not necessarily common practice. And so what I've done, you can do and even more. And at this stage of my life, I mentioned the other day, people often ask me, what's next for Les Brown? You've spoken in over 51 countries. You've motivated and inspired people for the past half century. What's next for you? What else are you going to do? You're 75 years old, three-fourths of a century. You're older than dirt. What's next for you? And I said, you know something? I said, let me give myself another challenge. Here's something I'm encouraging you to do. You want to finish strong because there's some more you can do in 2020. Do not do just enough to get along or just enough to get by. That's the thinking of the common person. You want to be an exceptional person. Operate out of the thinking of Henry David Thoreau, who said, "Do not go where the path may lead, go where there's no path and leave a trail." And I'm encouraging you to go in third gear to finish this year strong. People get excited at the beginning of the year, but toward the end of the year, and just look at where we are. We're in September. We are in September. Where has this year gone? And let me share something with you. I heard Ona say, my daughter, we went to Smoky Mountains, and so she was talking to her business assistant, and she said, Cheryl, she said, it seemed like we just paid that bill the other day, and I was just over listening to the conversation. I started laughing. I said, now she knows the life of an entrepreneur. Because when you have bills, you don't have 30 days. You have 2 weeks. That's why 30 days feel like 2 weeks when you say, did we just pay that? So she was saying, did I just pay that? I didn't want to laugh, but I couldn't hold it. I was cracking up. She said, what you laugh about? Oh, I saw nothing. I was just reading something here. It was so funny to hear her say that. Didn't I just pay that bill? Oh my God. Yes. So I want you to like this page and share it because I'm looking for some people that are hungry. My goal is to do intimate training and coaching with people that identify with my message. And if you're one of those individuals, I want you to join this movement. I'm going to create, this is what's next for Les Brown. Create 1,000 millionaires. And we got a vehicle to do it. And I want you to text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. That's 770-637-7472. And I cannot tell you the number of ministers and evangelists and people from all walks of life that are joining us on this quest. And the good thing is that we have the ability to create wealth. And in this era where over 20,000 people are losing their jobs every day. And don't look for the government to do it. This is a two-headed snake. One is called Republican and one is called Democrat. No. Don't look to the Republican Party or the Democratic Party to help you to become financially independent. You got to look in the mirror, as Michael Jackson would say, the man or the woman in the mirror. And you have the ability to do it. The reason why most people don't do it, that they are not in a community of high achievers, people with big goals and big dreams. And so I want you right now, if your finances are not where you want them to be, if you're ready to become debt-free, if you're ready to live a life where money is not an issue, I'm encouraging you right now, text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. That's 770-637-7472. Now, you're going to find some other names there. People have been responding rapidly, and we're already working with and coaching some people. So let me share this with you. This is a time that you have to be vigilant. The price to financial freedom is constant vigilance and looking for ways to create multiple streams of income. Everybody who's in their right mind have some kind of side hustle, all right? But this is not a side hustle. This is a process that as you join in this, and I'm a person, I only do something, I like big stuff, big projects, things where you can make a whole lot of money. I'm used to it, all right? And I like having a lot of fun in the process. And so my goal, if you like helping people, and The CBD oil is incredible. Now, I'm a 27-year prostate cancer conqueror because of God's grace and mercy. And I am so excited because of the impact that it's had on just alleviating pain that I have experienced. Now, if you ever had to deal with pain, people know it's evidence based, it's scientifically proven that there are products out here that can help you to overcome more challenges than you can ever begin to imagine. And in the CBD oil space, and as far as I'm concerned, I can't vouch for anybody else, but I'm talking about for me, dealing with sciatica pain, dealing with cancer, that it has just been phenomenal. And so I'm looking for some business partners. I'm looking to create 1,000 millionaires. That's what I'm going to do. And in doing this, you'll be coached by me. We'll have our own private Facebook, and we will share with you techniques and strategies on how you can begin to create your first million. Now, what does it take to do that? Number one, it takes vision. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. Now, most people, there are a lot of people that won't respond to this. Why? Because they're just like I was. I didn't do what I'm doing now for years, for 14 years, because I was suffering from possibility blindness. In order to change your life, in order to earn more money, in order to create a new future for yourself, you have to expand your vision of yourself. We've been conditioned by television and our circumstances and our education. That's not an education, an indoctrination. They don't teach you how to become an entrepreneur in high school. Go there for 12 years. No, reading, writing, and arithmetic is not enough. And in college. So what is important, they did a study of some top achievers, multimillionaires and billionaires around the world. They wanted to find out what was the common denominator among them that enabled them to reach their goals. Here's what they discovered. 85% of them reach their goals because of their attitude. Those of you that call this number down, text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. I have something free for you. I'm going to send you some motivational collections that I've done that you have not heard before. You can't get them on YouTube, but it's only for people that's a part of our millionaire community. And I want you to join me. If we've never partnered before, this is the first time. This is an opportunity for you to work with me and my team and my children and people that I've had relationships with for a very long time who are accustomed to making a lot of money. If you're ready to take your life to the next level and ready to work with people that are driven, that have the mindset and the drive and are hungry to earn their first million, and you're ready for yours, join us now. We have the vehicle. There's no question about it. More millionaires are being created now than ever before. And in the midst of all the distractions that are going on, there's more distracting, more things are happening unlike any time I've ever seen. This is the most toxic, negative environment I've ever seen in my life. That when we look at with all the stuff and the insane behavior that's taking place, this is not normal. No. And I know because I'm going through some stuff myself. And I can share with you one of the most important things is you have to gather the wits about you and keep your eyes single. He said, I'll keep thee in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Not on the drama people in your life, not on the challenges, not on your bills, not on the distractions of life. No. You have to really discipline your mind to focus on creating wealth. Why? because it gives you more choices. When I get calls from my family members and friends and they need help, they don't call for prayer. You know, they call for, hey, can you let me hold something? I'm telling you, it determines if when you go to the hospital, and I don't care what type of emergency you have, the first thing they're going to ask you, hey, what kind of insurance do you have? That's the first thing they're going to ask you, all right? And so people with money live longer than people without money. I'm going to share something with you. You see this right here? Well, you can't see it well on the screen. This bottle of medication, this is for extreme cancer. It's called Xtandi, Xtandi, extreme cancer. This is what they give people with fourth stage cancer. And you know how much that costs a month? When I hear people, oh, my insurance is $400 or $500, you know how much that costs a month? $23,000 a month. Hello? That's a jaw dropper. Yeah, drop the bank. Bam! Okay. Oh, behave. People are, oh. 20, you can't make this stuff up. But let me share something with you. I decided, I was vigilant. I was going to take care of my mother. I decided if she could raise me, my brothers and sisters, by herself, 7 children, that I owed it to her to take care of her when I turned 18, that she would never pay another bill. I don't believe that women should pay bills. That's a man's job. I'm not talking about a grown boy. I'm talking about a man. I said, Mama, when will I be 18? She said, when you turn 18. I said, when will I be a man? She said, when you turn 18. I said, good. I said, I'm sitting you down. You'll never pay another bill. And she did not. And so when you look at where things are, they've changed dramatically. We are looking in a world that artificial intelligence eliminating over 20,000 jobs every month. I can't emphasize enough how important that you have to be vigilant. The Bible says, watch as well as pray. And so when you look at yourself, look at your goals. What does it take for us to begin to create the first million in our lives? Well, number one, you got to have a millionaire mindset. And that's why I'm going to give you absolutely free. I'm only here because of God's grace and mercy. God's been good to me. And so I owe it to Him to help as many people who can hear my voice, as many people that have been inspired by my voice, as many people that have been inspired by my story, as many people who would like to align themselves with me and ready to earn their first million. I want you to text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. 770-637-7472. And so you're going to see some other names there, but don't worry about that. And we're going to reach out to you. But this is a time that you want to be vigilant about how do you secure your life? How do you begin to live your life in such a way that you're not a burden to your children? Your children don't owe you anything. And you want to be in good health. You want to take care of yourself, and you want to be able to enjoy and create special moments. I had an incredible time this weekend on Smoky Mountain. I had an incredible time. It's in Tennessee, and my daughter invited me to go there, and I had a chance to enjoy her part of the family. And if we didn't have the money to afford to get a cabin, and all of us enjoy the good cooking of Gary and Monica. Oh my goodness, they make you slap somebody. Well, they have some special Mexican cornbread and Beyond Meat and cornbread mixed together. I can't tell you how good it was. Oh my goodness, it was lip smacking good. and so many other things, but just family enjoying time together and just getting away from all the stuff. That's important. And I like to travel. And so the ability to travel and enjoy yourself and enjoy your family and people that you care about, friends, and not be stressed out about bills is important. And to do it today, mindset is very important. That's why I have done some new things. God is going to do a new thing with your life. If you're ready for something new, you're not listening to me by accident. If you're ready for something new, you're listening because this message is for you. If you're ready for something new, I've recorded some things. I just woke up and I've been inspired to put these things together and put a combination of messages together that will change your life, to give you the mental resolve so that you can develop the millionaire mindset. And it's absolutely free. And I'm going to do that for a limited time because I'm sure that my email will be flooded. So I want you to, if you're ready for your first million, I want you to join me. And because I'm going to train 1,000 millionaires, and I got a vehicle to do it. I don't know anybody else has done this. The only other person that I know, and he just passed, who's created thousands of millionaires, and that was Dexter Yeager. He was powerful. Yes, he was. He was powerful and very influential. He's the person that selected me to speak in the Georgia Dome before 80,000 people. I gave a speech called "It's Not Over Until You Win." If you haven't seen that, I want you to see that. And I'm going to give you some other materials that you have not seen. And as you listen to them over and over and over again, it's going to go past your conscious mind to your subconscious mind, and you're going to begin to see it show up in your life and show up in the revenue that you're going to be able to generate. As a man thinketh, so is he. As he continues to think, so he remains. A reason that's important to break the cycle. See, we've been instilled with thoughts that don't serve us. We live in a world where we're told more about our limitations rather than our potential. See, if somebody tell you, hey, you can't do that, Marvin, or Marion, you can't do that, somebody else has to come along and say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, 17 times to neutralize at one time. That's why the book of life says faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. We've been programmed over the years to think small. And particularly when you've been marginalized and you're in a toxic environment. I'm telling you what I know. And I'm saying to you that if you're ready for the breakthrough, things are going to happen for you. You're going to look up, and I already have examples of people that I've been able to coach them, and they're millionaires right now. People that I've coached personally, as I'm going to coach you. And if you're ready, and this is only for people who are ready, who are hungry, not people who need more money, but people who are hungry for a dramatic difference in their lives. Why, Les? Because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. You've got to become unstoppable. You've got to be a person that no excuse is acceptable. You've got to become a no matter what person. You've got to be driven and have a passion. If you're casual about your dream will end up a casualty. And if you are fired up and want something else and ready to make a radical change in your life, you've got to be willing to die to who you've been to give birth to who you can become. You got it like that. Dr. Howard Thurman, come forth, sir. He said, there's something in each and every one of us that waits and listens to the voice of the genuine in yourself. It will be perhaps the only guide you will ever have. And if you cannot hear it all of your life, your days will be spent on the end of strings that somebody else pulls. The only reason you're listening to me is because you've decided, I don't want anybody pulling my strings. The only reason that you're still listening to me, that you know in your heart of hearts you were born to be rich, you deserve more, and you don't want to settle like everybody else around you. Isn't it interesting how you can be born and raised in the same household and end up being dramatically different? And I can tell you it's lonely at the top. I know personally it's lonely at the top, but you eat better. I'm telling you, you eat better. Because everybody won't do what it takes to change their life. That's why the book of life says the road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. Because few there be that are disciplined, few there be that are willing to do what's necessary, to go all out, to be all in, to give it all that they have. Most people won't do that. I remember two brothers, and one had a wonderful home on Miami Beach, and the other one lived in Liberty City, where I was born and raised, in an abandoned building on a floor. And we were all in the jacuzzi, and we were talking about a variety of things. And then the younger brother asked the older brother, who had this big, beautiful mansion on Miami Beach, he still lives there, how did you get this? And he said, man, I had to work my butt off. And the younger brother looked around. He said, I'm not willing to do that. And then we went on and started talking. And I said to myself, that's why you're still where you are. See, you've got to be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. The reason I'm talking to you right now, I'm working on my legacy. A good man leaves a legacy for his children and for his children's children. I've got 15 grandchildren and 4 great-grandsons. And my goal is to build a better future for them. When I go, they won't have to have a GoFundMe to bury me. No. 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 As I get older, then I'll have to worry about me calling them and say, hey, can you give me some gas money? No. No. And I'm going to take care of myself. I'm taking yoga and qigong to stay in better shape, because kids are different today. I love my mother. My kids say they love me, but hey, these kids are different today. I don't want them looking at me like I'm crazy and asking for some help, and I can't get up and run and say, you remember when you beat me for nothing when Margaret Ann told on me? These kids are crazy today. This is different. Yeah, they're different. You know, listen to me, Linda. Linda, listen to me. They're different today. This is a different crop here. They're different. I got one I'm dealing with right now. I have to call on Jesus, Yahweh, Allah, Melchizedek. I'm saying, Lord, he's about to make me lose my mind up in here. He's about to make me act a fool up in here. I'm about to get an orange jumpsuit for this one. Sometimes they'll take you there. I'm telling you what I know. Sometimes your kids will take you there. And so I'm saying focus, because there are all type of distractions that will happen. He said, I'll keep thee in perfect peace, and whose mind is stayed on thee. Not whose mind is stayed on the drama of your children, not whose mind is stayed on people that don't bring any value to your life, whose mind is stayed on thee. Most of all, I want you to prosper. I believe in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19, a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Come on, somebody. Oh, tie the yellow bow tie, tie the yellow bow tie. You can tell my medication wore out. sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a baby Christian. Okay. But I'm telling you, a friend had to talk to me, and she said, Mr. Brown, don't let this take you out. Don't lose your life trying to help somebody who don't want to save their own life. And sometimes you need to be reminded of your own stuff. If you're ready for your first million, I'm not looking for everybody. Did I say that? I'm just looking for those, not those who need more, but those who want more. Those who want to be in a part of a community of collaborative, achievement-driven society of people who are ready for their first million. I'm looking for 1,000. That's what I'm looking for. At first I said a million. I said, no. That's too big. I'm 75. I want 1,000. It ain't going to take me long to get that. Because I'm vetting people. I'm not looking for everybody. And if you're one of those 1,000 people who said in your heart of hearts that you can hear me and say, you know what, Les? I've been looking for something. I've been looking for something. And if I can do this with you, I believe that I can make this happen. I want you to text the word hungry. Hungry, hungry. If you're hungry, 770-637-7472. Text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. And if you're out of the country and you have any challenges, go to the Facebook, I think what it's called. It's called the Five Star Builders Facebook. 5-Star Builders. That's our Facebook there. For those of you internationally who are having a challenge of trying to text 770-637-7472, go to 5-Star Builders on Facebook. All right? Now, here's something I want to share with you. This is for I have a movement, and I want you to like this page and share it with other people. Now, there are a lot of people, they're doing barbecues and having a good time and enjoying their family. That's great. Let me share something with you. When you have big goals and dreams, you don't lighten up. I'm going to be working for you. I'm going to use my name, my reputation, my time, my energy. Because have you ever had people tell you, oh, you can count on me, and they didn't come through? They gave their word, but it meant absolutely nothing. That's part of life. In order to earn your first million, you have to change your mindset. And if you want a new thing in your life, you've got to take on something new. That's why Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing in the same way and expecting a different outcome. And that's why Einstein also said the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. You've got to expand your mindset. That's why I'm putting these things together. I've been inspired. I know I was born to motivate and inspire you. I was born to speak. I am who I am because somebody spoke into my life when I was struggling to believe in myself. I've never known my father or my birth mother. I'm a product of a sperm donor and the recipient of that sperm. And because somebody saw something in me, Mr. Washington said, Mr. Brown, because I was labeled educable mentally retarded in the fifth grade and put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade and failed at Booker T. Washington High School in Overtown in Miami when I was in the 8th grade. Mr. Brown, somebody's opinion of you, young man, does not have to become your reality. See how people live their lives as a result of the story they believe about themselves. These motivational messages that I'm going to send you for texting the word hungry to 770-637-7472, it's going to create the millionaire mindset. As a man thinketh, so is he. Dr. Carter G. Woodson, come forth, sir. He said, if you can determine what a man shall think, you never have to concern yourself with what he will do. He said, if you can make a man feel inferior, you never have to compel him to seek an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. And if you can make a man feel justly an outcast, you never have to order him to go to the back door. He'll go without being told. And if there's no door, his very nature will demand one. When I see these young boys sagging, showing their underwear, I get angry with myself because I haven't reached them. I have not reached them. I have failed them. But I thank the ones that can hear me. But you know what can really wipe you out? God has really humbled me. I've been able to motivate young men and women around the world, millions. I have a son who looks just like me that can't hear my voice. Can't hear my voice. And there's absolutely nothing I could do about that. As a psychologist told me, manage what you can. Don't cast pearls before swines, lest they turn and rend you. I'm not trying to convince you to do this. I'm looking for people with an entrepreneurial spirit, people who are tired of a job, a journey of the broke, people that are ready to transition into something else that gives them control of their life. That's what I'm looking for. And if that's you, I want you to text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. 770-637-7472. Now, let me share this with you before I wind up here. I've been doing a lot of reflecting, and I want you to write this down. Don't postpone joy. When we were driving back from Smoky Mountain, oh, it's so beautiful when you see the clouds on top of the mountains. Oh, it's breathtaking, and it's so really, really peaceful. Now, I didn't go walking around Smoky Mountain because they had too many signs about bears, grizzly bears. And I said, why do you have so many signs about grizzly bears? And so my daughter Ona and I asked that question. I said, well, grizzly bears, they're probably the third or fourth kind of animal that love eating humans. I said, is that right? And Ona said, well, I know I'm what they love. I'm juicy. I said, look here. I said, well, can they run real fast? They said, yeah. I said, well, I tell you what, if they can catch me, they would have to catch their breath before they could eat me. They have to hold me down and say, hold just a minute. I can't eat you right now. I'm tired. It took me a long time to catch you, fool. You can run to be so old. Oh my God. I remember the story about a guy who was running from a bear, and the bear got caught up with him, and all of a sudden, when the bear was holding him down with one paw, he was praying. And so the man said, oh, you a Christian? He said, no. He said, I'm saying grace. I'm saying grace before I eat you. Come on, man. That ain't funny. You got issues. So I want you to be a part of my community. I'm looking forward to working with you up close and personal. I like laughing. I like making a lot of money. I like being around people. I usually speak to thousands of people in and out. That does not excite me anymore. I've done that. I want to see you up close and personal. You have no idea. It's one thing to see me on YouTube. Trust me on this. You talk to somebody who's been in a room with me and my daughter Ona, my son Patrick. It's a different kind of experience, all right? It's different, honey. You know it's different. You will have a ball. And I want you to encourage your friends, those who have goals and dreams and motivated and want to do more. I want you to talk to them. I want you to text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. And if you're international, I want you to go to the, it's called Builders, Five Star Builders Facebook. And because we will have our own personal Facebook where we can communicate. I can get messages to you, let you know when trainings are, and all the things and necessary, all the skills you need. What is it to make today to earn your first million? Number one, your mindset. So I'm going to send you some things that will create the millionaire mindset. Number two, absolutely free now. This is not going to cost you anything. And if you don't become a part of it, you just keep those materials, okay? Now, next thing is your skill set. We're going to teach you what you need to do right now where you can change your financial situation overnight, all right? And the third thing is you need to be a part of a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. Collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. That will make all the difference in your life. There are people that will never, ever earn their first million because they're surrounded by too many broke people. You've got to come out from among them. You earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. And when I looked around and started checking out, I said, wait a minute, that is absolutely true. Because people who earn 20, 50, or $100,000 a month, they don't hang out with people who earn $15,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 a month. No, Mama had a point. She only had a third grade education, but she had a PhD in motherwit. And she said, birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you will end up a loser. And so when you are in my community that I'm building of 1,000 new millionaires, 1,000, I got the vehicle, I've got the name, I've got the acceptance, I've got the influence. I know how to build an organization. I know how to make some money up in here. If you're ready now, you're hungry, I want you to text the word hungry to 770-637-7472. Do that now and spread it to family members and friends. Get a family together and a team of your friends together and let them know about this and become a part of our community. We'll be talking to you on a regular basis. Text the word hungry, HUNGRY, to 770-637-7472. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Live, and this is a quote I love, each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You have something special. You have greatness in you. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. Oh, behave. Whatever. You need to take your medication. Okay. I love you, as George Wallace would say, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.